Okay, I am back with another video. This one is gonna be kind of something. I'm gonna talk about why it's bad that Disney owns Fox. I know it's late. I know Disney has bought Fox. Well, they were announcing they were gonna buy it in 2018 and they bought it in 2019. But I figured it's been around for a while now. I figured I'm going to talk about why it sucks that Disney owns Fox. Now, I know some people might be split on things on Disney's side. Some people get offensive when people criticize Disney. Like, I actually commentate on videos. I commentate on it, and people are split. There's people who actually are aggravated at people for criticizing Disney, and then there's people who actually hate Disney. But anyway, I'm gonna talk about why it sucks that Disney owns Fox. Now, again, I would just sit and listen because I don't have any footage because I'm still trying to work on my capture card. I just haven't been feeling like it, I've been having days where I've been feeling depressed and stuff, so, yeah, hold on a second. I might just hold the remote. There we go. But, yeah, anywho, let's get started. Here's the thing that frustrates me about Disney owning Fox. Is they're already very big and they've already ruined a ton of franchises. You might remember Star Wars. Now, I wasn't a huge fan of Star Wars even when George Lucas owned it. But when Disney bought Star Wars, they ruined it. They absolutely ruined Luke Skywalker and everything. Again, I wasn't a huge fan, but I still enjoyed the old Star Wars films, just not as much as other films. But yeah, they ruined Luke Skywalker. A lot of fans are really aggravated and really angry about it. But here's the thing. When Disney bought Star Wars, I knew I sensed what the company was becoming. I knew they were becoming this bad company. I knew it. Once they bought Star Wars, I just sensed it, and it turns out it was true. And I had a feeling that since they owned Star Wars and Star Wars was part of Fox, I had a feeling in the future they would probably buy Fox. And what do you know? They bought Fox. And a lot of people are not too happy about it. I am so mad about it. Because there's a lot of movies that got canceled that could have fixed some franchises. Like there was a McDonald's movie that was supposed to come out. Once Disney bought Fox, they canceled it. You know why they canceled it? Because they can't afford it. But yeah, they can't afford it. That's why they canceled Fox. Because they can't, that's why they canceled the movies. Because they can't afford it. Now, a lot of people are going to be defended on me. Because, again, it's split. It's like a civil war going on with Disney. You got people who are with Disney and people who are against them. I'm one of the people who are against them. But yeah, they can't afford it. That's why they canceled a lot of movies. But if McDonald's had a movie, then Ronald McDonald might have came back. If the movie did well, it might have come back. Because I miss Ronald McDonald. I miss seeing him on commercials. I know a lot of people are terrified of clowns, but I thought Ronald McDonald made clowns look nice. But yeah, that's a movie that went down the drain. So did Sims. There were so many movies, I can't remember all of them because they canceled so many of them. And not to mention, when they bought Fox, they got Blue Sky Studios. And guess what? This year, they're shutting Blue Sky Studios down because they can't afford it. Because the company got too big. It got too big. That's why they're shutting it down. Now, a lot of people, again, this is another thing. Like, in the comments, people are actually getting mad at me for saying that it's Disney's fault and Blue Sky Studios was struggling. Yes, Blue Sky Studios was struggling, but they could have sold it to somebody else, or, they could have done something else besides shut it down. The thing is, though, they already have Pixar, so they don't need Blue Sky Studios. So they would have shut it down even if the COVID-19 didn't come. Now, a lot of people are going to be, not with me on that, but it's true. I mean, a lot of people are even pointing that out, that Disney would have planned on shutting it down anyway because they don't need 3 animated studios. Well, they got Fox too, so, Yeah, it's a big mess. I'm not gonna lie, everyone is just so angry. In fact, I watched a lot of comments where a lot of people quit watching Disney stuff because they bought Fox. It's really bad. Like, it is super bad. I'm not gonna lie, it's a nightmare is what it is. And not to mention they own the Alien franchise now. I actually watched Clownfish TV earlier. I didn't finish watching the video because I don't want to watch them talk about the Alien movies because I'm not interested in them. But people are worried they're going to ruin the Alien franchise just like they did with Star Wars and Marvel. They're worried they're going to ruin it. I mean, I'm not a fan of either of those studios, well, I like Fox, but I'm not a fan of Alien movies because I don't like horror movies. But yeah, it's a big mess. It's a big mess. I absolutely hate that they bought Fox. But I have some good news too. They're losing money. They might have to sell it back to Fox in the future. Now, I've sensed they were going to buy. I knew they were going to buy Fox eventually because I knew how greedy Disney is. I knew what they were going to do. After they bought Star Wars, I knew what was going to happen. Even in 2017, I was on a road trip with my mother to North Carolina. We stayed at this hotel. Well, it was not a hotel. It's like a little apartment or something. I was watching Family Guy on Adult Swim, and I pointed out that I have a feeling that next year or something, Disney's gonna buy Fox. And they did. They bought Fox. But I do have a feeling that they're going to sell it. Now, you could say that, well, they shut Blue Sky Studios down. Well, Blue Sky Studios wasn't doing good anyway, but Fox was. So they could sell it to, back to Fox. They could do that. They could sell it back to them. And there could be 6 major studios again. But the thing is, though, is right now they own it and they're ruining a lot of stuff. A lot of people, honestly, are canceling Disney Plus, their subscriptions and all of that because they don't want to deal with Disney. But yeah, a lot of people are it's seriously, in the comments, it's seriously a mess. Again, you got people who are criticizing people who get mad at Disney, and you got people who actually like Disney. So, yeah, it's a big mess. It's a huge mess, and now a lot of people are upset about Disney taking off the Fox part of 20th Century Fox. But to be honest, they actually had to do that because they actually don't own Fox itself. They only got 60% of it. So they actually don't own Fox. But I still wish they didn't buy it. It's kind of like Universal. if Universal bought Fox, it'd be a bad thing too. Because, the bigger the company is, the less the original movies will have. Since Disney owns Fox now, there hasn't been a lot of decent movies for a while now. There's a lot of them that are been canceled and all of that because Disney can't afford it and they own so much of it now. Now you might be asking yourself, well, how could Disney not afford it? They got billions and billions of dollars. Well, here's the thing. Since they own 20th Century Fox and all that, they have to pay all the employees who work there, Marvel, Star Wars, and Pixar, and even ABC Family. They have to pay all these employees. So even to run the shows, they have to pay it. So like Family Guy and The Simpsons, which I wish they would both die, but that's what I think. But the thing is, they have to pay all this. That's why they're losing all this money, because they have to pay all these employees to run the movies. Well, to make the movies and run them and air them on TV, they have to make all this money. So that's why I've been telling people that they're going to lose money. Now, people, including my family, have disagreed with me and that Disney's not going to lose money. But what I say to them is, it's what they believe. I mean, I can't, convince people. I can't force people to believe what I want to believe. But it's true. Anywho, hopefully Fox will go back. Well, 20th Century Studios will go back to Fox in the future, and people can be happy again. And anywho, I'm gonna let this go. I hope I didn't defend anybody. I'm just throwing out my opinion here. Anywho, I'll talk to you later. Bye.